WCB Podcast, your source for all things Chicago Blackhawks and everything hockey. With your host, Jarom and Tanner. Let's do it. Jarom and Tanner.
It's another edition of the Woody See Better Podcast. It's Jarom. It's Tanner. What's up, bud?
Oh, doing okay. Could be better, but that's because my face is killing me. That's it. That's all I got. It's killing me.
Killing me too, bud.
Yeah, I know.
Don't worry, but
is your face hurting you? Because it's killing me.
Dude. Interesting week of Blackhawk hockey. What was potentially a very scary, gonna go in a corner in the field position and cry, turn into very fun and entertaining to depressing and what the fuck. And now we're back onto let's fucking go. This is fun.
Yeah.
All over 4 games.
Who would have known that winning is fun?
Yeah. I mean, and not even 4 games. Sorry. That's 3 games and a period and a half, give or take. Since we're recording as the Hawks are playing Minnesota right now, and it is 3-0. Tanner, you're still not that far behind. Nothing else happened.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's why you said a period and a half, give or take, because you're about past a period and a half, and I'm still haven't gotten there with my stream.
Oh man! So the Hawks played 3 games this week. They finished with a gentleman's 1-1-1 record.
Yes.
They had Carolina in Carolina. Then right after that, they had Tampa Bay Lightning, who were fucking on fire. And I don't think we really hit home last week when we previewed, talked about this game coming up, at how good Tampa Bay has been.
Yeah.
Going into that game, they hadn't lost in regulation since December 18th.
Yeah, which was in their last 13 or 14 games.
They were 13-0-1 going into that game.
Yeah.
And this game was on, what game was this on? This was on the 23rd. So December 18th to January 23rd, they only lost in regulation one. No, haven't lost in regulation. They lost in overtime once.
Yes.
But before we get to that one, let's go to Carolina.
Yeah.
Who I feel is quietly in the hunt for best team in the league right now.
No.
You don't think quietly?
I don't think they're going to be considered one of the best teams in the league.
I'm talking about standing point, President's Trophy, in the running for that.
No.
Dude, they were going into that game, they were tied for the second most points, and there was only 1 point difference.
With Colorado?
Oh, I always forget about Colorado.
Yeah, because they're so far ahead in the standings.
Always forget about Colorado. Never mind. I take that all back. Never mind.
That's why I'm saying no.
I forgot about Colorado. Okay.
No.
My point was Eastern Conference. That's what it was. The Eastern Conference.
Okay.
Top team in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Still quietly doing it because I didn't realize.
Not really, dude. They've been at the top of their division because it's just been so weak.
I feel like I haven't heard about the Hurricanes at all this season.
Yeah. When do you hear about the Hurricanes? Any season. They're a good team. They are at the top of their division year after year. They make it to the Eastern Conference Final, and then they lose. They're a solid team in a really bad division.
Take it easy, bud. Take it easy.
Gotcha. I'm sorry.
Calm down. Take about 20% off there.
I just love how you're trying to sell me on the Hurricanes being quietly good. No. They're exactly what they are and have been the last 5 years.
You could have gave me 3 picks.
Yeah.
What their point how many points they had this season. I would never have gotten what they were at 66 going into that game.
If I were to give you a guess at what position what position in the standings they were in their division, would you have gotten it?
Yeah, I probably would have said first, but I also Pittsburgh and the Islanders have been playing unbelievable lately. So I thought it was gonna be a little bit more of a. I mean, it's only 6-point difference right now between Pittsburgh and Hurricanes. The Islanders 8 points out, but still, I don't know. Anyway, point is, playoff team.
Yes.
I mean, you can say what you want. I know they are who they are, but statistically, they're a cup contender.
Yes.
You have the Blackhawks going into this one, feeling good after a 2-0 victory over Jonathan Toews.
Yeah.
And Jess Toews, not the Winnipeg Jets, Jonathan Toews.
The Winnipeg Toews.
Yeah, the Winnipeg Toews. So, like, this one would have been interesting. I was, like, kind of curious how this was going to play off. Like, I feel the Hawks really don't get off to good starts, especially against, like, really good teams.
Yeah, you should go from playing one of the worst teams in the NHL to playing one of the best teams in the NHL.
Yeah.
It's just fun to say when it's not the Hawks to play against one of the worst teams, come away with a great win, and then, play against one of the best teams in the NHL and come out with another good win.
In this one, I mean, Carolina was all over the Hawks to start. Like, I think they like outshot them like 2-1 the first period. Like, it was insane what the shot difference were. And the Hawks got on the board first.
Yep, they made it count.
Shorthanded. They don't ask how many, they just ask how. I guess. I don't know.
The first period actually had 4 shots for the Hawks and 13 for Carolina.
God, that's worse than I thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Blackhawks penalty kill has just been absolutely phenomenal this year. Mikheyev with his shorthanded goal for his 9th of the season. Like, honestly, this team might be better off just playing shorthanded.
Sometimes it feels like it. It feels like they get more of a boost shorthanded sometimes than they do on the power play recently. Also, aren't they number 1 penalty kill in the league right now?
Yep, they are. As of entering tonight's game, they are. I had that in my notes for.
I think they've had it for the last couple games.
Yeah, I think after this one, they did.
Yeah,
because I think going into this one they were number 2. Yeah, so I mean, whatever their mindset is, and who's controlling that? Do they know who's doing special teams?
I want to say it's Pekka, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. I'll let you know.
Okay. But yeah, so Hawks get ahead of this one, and then classic Hawk fashion, they let up a goal within a little over a minute to tie it up. Then they go to the second period. Nick Lardis gets on the board again, his 5th of the season. The kid is great. Unfortunately, he did get sent down. Oh shit, what's going on? Why is there audio here? After he got sent down after Sunday's game. But it's not for the lack of production or effort out there. I think that's strictly to let him play during the Olympic break, let him go to the All-Star game. Yeah. And then I'm sure he'll get called up either after the Olympic break or once like Jason Dickinson or somebody gets dealt and there's a forward spot opening up, because they were carrying 3 extra forwards as a Monday before they made this move.
Because there was injuries and stuff, right? Yeah, because when he was brought up, there was injuries, and then there's just been injuries here and there since Bedard and Nazar came back. But now that Teravainen's getting put back in the lineup too, it's the move that makes the most sense because he was the most recent call up, right?
Yeah,
and I don't think he was outplaying Oliver Moore.
No.
And they had already sent Renzel down, so that's why they're not carrying an extra defenseman at the moment. They have an extra forward.
I mean, what I love about this one too, it's more. I know it wasn't more to artists directly, but I feel like those two are so in sync with each other, and once they're both on this team for good, this is going to be a very good line combination to have those two together. You might definitely going to want to get some size on there after, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But it's they're fast. They know where each other are at all times out there, and it's fun to watch those guys. Oh, speaking of more, fuck. All right, but yeah, so Lars gets on the board of that one. Jordan Stahl ties it up. Connor Murphy gets the Hawks back in the lead again in the third, and then Jason Blake ties it up again, less than a minute to go. That is one thing this team really does need to improve on, is not giving up goals within 2 minutes of scoring them.
I just want to point out real quick, Michael Pekka is the one that's responsible for the penalty kill.
Penalty kill and faceoffs, dude. He's well worth the paycheck.
Yeah, I love it. Sorry, what was it that you were just talking about?
So I was talking about Connor Murphy gets the lead, and then
less than a minute. Also, sick move by Murphy.
Oh yeah,
because he could have just fired it, because I feel like that's what he does like a majority of the time, and then he decided to be like, oh, actually, let me do a little, backhand forehand right in front of the net, and just had all day.
Yeah, like get that trade value up, bud. You're gonna look great in Maple Leafs blue. Anyway, but no, like what I was.
Do they have any firsts left to give us?
We'll take like Ethan Cohen or something.
Easton,
yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
28 first round pick.
Blake scores within like a minute, almost a minute after. What I was saying too is like what the Hawks really need to work on is getting past that 2 minute mark after scoring a goal. Yeah. Without just letting the teams just get right back in it. It's like scoring a goal for the Hawks almost has like the opposite effect. Like you feel like the momentum should be going the Hawks' way, and it's like they let up a goal and the teams are like, "Oh fuck, we let this team score on us," and then they go and they like get it right back. And it's insane how it's like almost every game that happens.
It's very frustrating with how often it feels like it happens. Yes.
Yeah. So, this one goes to overtime. Nothing gets done there. We go to a shootout. But
also, I just want to point out, because you're kind of skipping into the shootout already, but the overtime was definitely dominated by the Hawks.
Yeah.
For a lot of it. And then Oliver Moore actually got a real good chance to end it in OT on that breakaway. And he was saying in the shootout that he was just like, I was so pissed. And he was like so happy that he got a chance to redeem himself. Did you already bring up the fact that he got his ass kicked?
No, I was gonna get into that here before we get to the shootout.
I was searching for the Michael Pekka thing. And
so Lardis gets blown up. By who was it again?
It was Alexander Nikishin.
Nikishin gets blown up. Moore gets right into his face, which fucking we love. I love that our team stands up for each other. The problem is it's hard to stand up for your team when you're like the same size or if not smaller than the person that you're standing up for. So you got Moore gets in Nikishin's face. Lardis gets in between them, trying to stop, like almost like he's trying to protect. Moore is trying to protect Lardis. Lardis is getting up in between them to protect Moore from the ass kicking he's about to get.
Yeah.
They drop the gloves, 2.5 punches, and Moore goes down.
Do you want to guess how big Alexander Nikishin is?
6'4".
6'3". 218.
You want to talk about like post-game comments? Moore's talking about how he had a conversation with him and he's like, oh yeah, he said that was his first fight too. There's no way you're buying that. Like I can't buy that.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not sure I'm believing that.
Like Moore got absolutely dummied in that. But and it's like, first off, it's his 21st birthday that day. I'm all over the place right now because there's like so much that's reminding me, like as we talk about it. But it's his 21st birthday that day. Ben Pope had probably the tweet of the night when he retweeted the video and he goes, Oliver Moore is not the first person to make a horrible decision on their 21st birthday. And it's the video of him just getting knocked out in the fight and cut, gushing blood and all that. And then he proceeds to score the game-winning goal in the shootout, or game-deciding goal in the shootout. Sorry, I know it's a different thing now.
Oh, the GDG. Also, I don't know if that's a real thing. It's just something that like ESPN was doing.
I've been seeing it more often now.
It's stupid.
Yeah, but then he goes, he tweets the video of Moore's goal and goes, Oliver Moore, not the only person to have an awesome night on their 21st birthday. And I'm just like, I fucking love it. But anyway, it's Moore stands up for Lardis, and while I love seeing it and I really appreciate that this team has each other's back, they need to get guys in this roster that are meant to do that, because you cannot have your offensive-minded players who are 6 foot if you're lucky and, not the biggest of guys, being put in a situation where they need to fight guys that are going to absolutely destroy them.
I mean, why not?
Injury. Like, I don't like when this team is good and competing for playoffs and stuff like that. Can you imagine like Moore, who's got like a huge part of our offense, gets injured because he feels he's got to step up and fight? That's not his position. That's not his job.
Yeah.
I appreciate him wanting to. It's not worth the risk, in my opinion.
I know, but you know what's really funny? Because like now that I'm thinking about it, we don't want to draw comparisons to the cup winning teams. One of my favorite times was Hawks and Red Wings game, and there was pretty much almost everybody got in a fight.
Yeah.
It was like Patrick Sharp got in a fight, like Christopher Stieg got in a fight, Andrew Ladd got in a fight, and I was like, this is the best. Like the boy, it was before they won any of the cups. I think this was in like 2009, and I was like, this is bananas. Like these guys are fucking going hard. It was just so great. And I was just like, that's kind of what it is. It's establishing that we're here for each other, no matter who the fuck it is. Like it could be the smallest guy in like a Christopher Stieg, just in comparison for like who's on the ice, or it can be like a tougher guy. Like Andrew Ladd is a pretty tough customer.
Oh yeah,
it's like it doesn't matter, dude. Like everybody's like, I'll fucking pair up and start chucking knucks. And I think it was Ladd. I can't remember. It was my favorite ones because it was like in the fight he like got somebody good, and the guy's talking shit, and he's just like, "What's this? What's this?" And he's just pointing at his face, like where the guy had like a huge cut. And I was just like, "Oh, that's great. I love it."
But I mean, do you want to see Bedard doing that?
I mean, yeah. He already kind of started shit. It'd be hilarious if he just fucking one punch somebody, but I don't think he's got it. He's gonna do that. Can you imagine though? The kid's strong. He's like secretly strong as shit. If somebody, do you remember when DeBrincat fought like Sam Gerard? Like shit like that. Like the ones where you don't expect them, like that shit gets the boys fired up. Obviously, I don't want like the huge mismatch to be the thing. That was just silly.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
And I wish I could remember who else was on the ice at that point, because like defense wise, all of those guys would have been a better option than Oliver Moore. Oh fuck!
Again, I just love like Lardis trying to get in between it. Like, Oliver, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, man, dude. Just get away. It's all. I'm good. Like it was just so funny watching that.
Save yourself.
And like it was such a quick fight that they couldn't even show it live. They had to show it on the replay. Because it was like behind the play and everything was going like, I thought that was so funny. They're like, I forgot who, I think it was Panger was like, I think there was just a fight because like Panger wasn't on the ice. He was up top. He goes, I think there was just a fight.
It was like it's almost like Ovechkin and Svechnikov. Just like,
yeah.
I don't think you want to do this.
Oh, what a shot.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Hinostroza was playing for Minnesota.
Yeah.
I thought he was in the minors, but anyway, so Oliver Moore gets the shootout winner.
Yes.
Hawks come away with a point, and then they stole the extra point. Like I was ecstatic them getting to overtime on this one, guaranteed a point. Being able to take 2 in this type of fashion against this type of team was awesome. So then you go into the next day, you got Tampa Bay, which was everything was like built up for disaster for the Hawks. I mean, they are 2-4 in back-to-back, the back end of back-to-backs. They've let up 29 goals and only scored 13 in those games, but they were showing a little trend in the right direction. They've gone 2-0 in their last 2 back ends of the back-to-back. So let's see what's going to happen. And then
also, I also thought it was weird to go from Carolina back to Chicago on a back-to-back. Like, I know it's probably not like super far, but typically it seems like if you're doing a back-to-back where you're at away and then at home, it's mostly like Detroit, like Columbus, Nashville, St. Louis, like Minnesota, not like Carolina.
Right. And the other thing too, when we were talking about that, I didn't even take like consideration with it. Like we were getting some really shitty weather too. So like there could have been a lot of issues getting back in time where it's like, more minimal rest than what they were going to get to begin with if there was any sort of flight delays or anything like that. So like, yeah, I taking all that into consideration, I kind of agree with you more. Before I was kind of like, that's not too bad, but no, it made more sense.
Plus, I mean, and Friday was like also negative 30-degree wind chill too.
Yeah. So, but yeah, taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning, like we said, hadn't lost in regulation since December 18th, 13-0-1 in their last 14. Everything going against us. Soderblom in net, and this one went very, very well. And I just realized I forgot to do the little banner.
I think it's really funny that the 2 times we played Tampa this year, they were in dead last the first time, and then the second time they're at top of their division.
Yeah,
it's like, wow, what a glow up for Tampa over the season.
Goals in this one were hard to come by. The Hawks got the first one. Ryan Green, his 7th of the season, with about 2:20 left in the first. And then the entire second period, I was like, oh shit, we might be seeing something magical here from Soderblom. And then Kucherov had like the easiest goal ever to tie it up with about 1:20 left in the second. Third period, nothing doing. Shootout or overtime.
Chances. Mad chances. What was it? Burakovsky had a really good chance. Or no, Mikheyev and Burakovsky had a really good chance. And then Bedard had set up Lardis so perfect, and it just rings off the bar or the post. It's like, God
was
damn.
Was Burakovsky the one where like it just hit awkwardly off the toe of his blade? He had like the wide open net, or was that Mikheyev?
That was Burakovsky. So Mikheyev had it was like cross crease pass, and Vasilevsky literally just puts his arm out and it hits the paddle of his stick.
Yeah.
Goes behind him, and Burakovsky, instead of stopping on the post, he continues skating past the net, and he's trying to reach back and tuck it in, but the puck's like bouncing, and he doesn't get anything on it to like just put it in. And it's like, if he would have just stopped.
Dude, if you would have just, I think if all you had to do is like touch it and it was going in. Like,
yeah, but it was like that flippity bounce kind of shit, but his momentum was still going behind the net. I'm like, no. He's also just, watching the play happen, thinking that Mikheyev is about to score there.
So we get to the shootout. Absolute wild to me, the shootout. First off, Kucherov, the Blackhawk fans love to boo everybody on the other opposing team, and they're getting ready for the shootout. And Kucherov is like kind of like vibing. He's feeling it, scores the goal, and then proceeds to shush the crowd. Yeah, as he skates to the bench. And I'm like, he's just the perfect asshole. Like, I fucking love Kucherov.
Well, he's not going to any other team, and he knows that. He's staying in Tampa, so he's like, don't care if I piss off everybody.
Yeah. So that was fucking awesome. Frankie Nazar gets on the board. You gotta love it for the kid.
It would have been really nice if he would have done like I guess you can't really shush the crowd too because it's the home crowd. With something to make fun of him. Just like put that shit out of here. Get that shit
like
out
the
here.
Austin Matthews or Keener like.
Yeah, and then he fucking throws that shit. That's so funny.
Then the wild decision, which it paid off, but Louis Crevier coming in at 4, man. Like,
yeah, dude.
Like, it's so obnoxious to me, but it fucking works. He's 2 for 2.
Well, also the fact, like, I'm like watching him and he just does like a forehand, backhand, but like while he's moving, like just the forehand to backhand motion, that puck probably travels like 12 feet so quickly, and it is so much net because of how long his reach is. And it's just like, yeah, of course that would make sense. The goalie's not gonna be able to move fast enough to follow how fucking quickly he can just move the puck over. It's like basically if he holds it out all the way on his forehand and brings it all the way to his backhand, it would be the same as like a 2-on-0. Like it's a fucking cross crease pass, like to himself.
It's so obnoxious to me, but I love it. I love it. I wonder how long they're gonna keep going with that. How long until he's in the top 3?
I don't know. Lardis isn't on the squad right now. Maybe he starts it next time. Just tonight, if it happens to go in this shootout, just fucking Louis Crevier to start the fucking shootout. It'd be
Tampa Bay ties it up, and then Oliver Moore has a chance to go back to back. Big overtime goals. Tries the exact same thing, just doesn't get it. And then Blackhawk revenge game. Dominic James gets the game winner. So Hawks fall 2-1 in the shootout to this one. But shit, man, you told me going into this weekend that the Hawks are going to get 3 out of 4 between Carolina and Tampa. Over the moon, man. And that's it feels so good watching this team like compete against like high caliber teams like this.
Yes.
And then you follow it up on Sunday with whatever that was that the Hawks played against Florida. I didn't get to watch this one.
I only get to see parts. It was fine. I mean, all of their goals came in the third, which was like super disappointing.
One empty netter.
Honestly, while I was watching, it really seemed like the Hawks were struggling to just complete passes. Florida's just like a relentless team, so they're just in their face the whole time. So instead of, the Hawks guys like Kaiser and Artem Levshunov like using their feet to like get space and make passes, I think guys were trying to panicking a little bit too much and trying to force passes, and shit was just getting tipped. It didn't look great, but that's one of those games after those two that they really get to learn more from, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was disappointed seeing that just because I was like, man, could have helped our cause get in a better draft odds with the Florida's first rounder.
I was going to say, if you don't care about which pick it is, that game just helps either one.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, it would have been, I guess no. One team had to lose. They couldn't go to overtime or anything like that. So like I said, the Hawks finished 1-1-1 that week. Looking ahead, they have, let's see. Where did I write all this stuff down?
Well, they have Minnesota right now.
Yeah, they got Pittsburgh on Thursday, Columbus on Friday.
Yep.
Was it Minnesota? No. San Jose on the 2nd.
Yep.
And then on the 4th, it is Columbus, and that is the last game before the Olympic break.
Yes. And when's the first game for the Olympics?
That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it.
Has there been any more drama with like the ice?
I haven't seen anything about it, so I'm assuming everything's good, or at least to an acceptable level.
Seems like it, right? Let's see. Ice hockey, the 5th.
November 5th.
So the 5th, Thursday the 5th.
That quick.
Oh, you know what? That's women's.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I was like, dude, we have a game the 4th. Like, dude, what if we had somebody in there? Okay, all the women's games start on the 5th. Men's is Wednesday the 11th. It looks like it kicks off with Slovakia and Finland.
Okay.
And then you got Sweden versus Italy. Yikes, Italy. I can't wait to see some of those scores.
Dude, some of these are gonna be shit shows, man.
Yeah.
All right, 3 stars of the week.
Trace Status.
So I'm gonna do, just because I feel we shit on him a lot, and it's like we didn't even talk about, and I realized I made a note to talk about it. We didn't even talk about it during the game, but I'm giving first star to Arvid Soderblom for this one.
Whoa.
Because I mean, he stopped 30 of 31 30 of 31 save shots.
He looked pretty bad in the shootout.
Everybody was bad. Robin Lehner was bad in the shootout, and he was a very good goalie.
Because he was bad in the shootout.
But in a 9.68 save percentage against the Tampa Bay Lightning, I mean, you got to give the kid credit when it's due for him, especially considering you have people wishing injury and death to him.
What?
To get him out of the lineup, and he even got a penalty.
Did he really?
Yeah,
that's funny.
So he's all over the place. Second star, probably go Mikheyev.
Yeah.
Goal to assist, a shorthanded goal.
Yeah.
And then Oliver Moore, birthday boy, with
why not?
The semi Gordie Howe hat trick.
Yeah, I think that works.
The asterisk hat trick.
Hey, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So
I like that.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's keep moving on. There's a couple things I want to talk about before we get to the farm report.
Well, I just wanted to, real quick, because we were talking about the Hawks need to get somebody that can actually do the fighting. It's like, what do you think if they tried to get Nick Delorier next season? Just the fucking one of the toughest guys in the NHL.
If it fits the team, man.
His contract is up at the end of this year. And I don't know if the Flyers are looking to re-sign him or if they're looking to open up roster spots.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I want them to go get out a guy who's just gonna go out there and fucking fight. That's not what I'm saying. I would feel more comfortable that we have somebody that can answer the bell instead of our offensive threats, I guess. I don't know, our offensive minded players that, shouldn't be worrying about fucking fights and should be worrying about putting the puck in the net.
Yeah. That's
all I'm saying. Will they have to answer the bell at times? Of course, everybody has to. But if you can avoid it and have somebody else go out there and take care of it, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, let them do it.
Yeah. All right. So last week we were talking about how, it's taking steps because we're talking about trade deadline, and taking steps, and I'm saying that I want to see some sort of more improvement, whether it's, fighting for a playoff spot. And as much as I love to say that, and it's I was very naive about saying that because, as you point out, the team is improving. And I agree. And I know this team is improving, and it's just, you get lost, I think, in it sometimes about oh, it's improving, but they're still bottom, and you think success is only based on getting to the playoffs, which it's the goal, but I mean, there's more showing that. So I ran some numbers.
Yes.
So through 51 games, so that's not including the Minnesota game tonight.
Yes.
All right, so I went back 3 seasons. 22-23, they were 16-31-5 for 37 points through 51 games.
16-31-5.
Yes.
Oof.
23-24. And that first year was pre-Bedard.
Yeah, that was the last year before the new era.
So first year of Bedard, 23-24 season, they're 14-35-2 for 30 points. Guess who had a broken jaw?
Yeah, right.
Last season, 16-30-5 for 37 points.
Didn't you say 16-31-5
the first
year, and then 16-30-5 that year?
I gotta double check that now because that doesn't something. So I'm assuming it's gotta be 31 losses.
No, the first one actually adds up to 52.
Oh, you know what? I think I changed it because I started and then I forgot to go back to that one and change it because I went through 52 because they were playing 52.
Either way, it was pretty much the fucking same. So
yeah,
that's fine.
Through 51 games this year, Hawks are 21, 23, and 8 for 50 points.
Yeah.
They're on pace for 80 points this season.
That's a huge jump because they finished last year at 62.
So let me go back.
Yes.
Last year they finished with 61 points.
The
year before that, 52 points.
Ooh.
The year before that, 59 points.
That's gross.
So
they already have almost as many points as they had like 2 and 3 years ago.
Yeah. So
and then they'll definitely pass the points they had last year. And they might have like this big jump in points this year. And even with that big jump, they might. It's still possible with the way the NHL is right now that they might still be like bottom 6 or 7, which is crazy.
And it's realistically probably going to be true.
Maybe we'll see.
I mean, just for shits and giggles, looking at it, they would still finish well outside of a playoff spot. I mean, 96 was the playoff spot, last wild card spot for last season for the Western Conference.
96,
but 80 points would put them 24th, 25th in the league. If compared to last year, that was the Penguins and the Ducks finished 24th, 25th. So I mean, you're still going to be a lottery pick. You're not going to be top 5, but I mean, who knows how the way things are going this year. But things are improving. Like we talked about earlier, they're the number 1 PK in the league. They're a top.
That's huge, really.
That's very big. They're top 16. They're obviously 16th, but I mean they're top 16 penalty or power play,
which is actually funny because they're like 0 for like 20 right now.
Yeah, because last time I checked, they were like 14th, and then I checked it again today, and they dropped to 16th. So I was like, oh shit.
They haven't scored on the power play in a minute, and they're still in the, I guess, front half of the league. Yeah.
So
that means it used to be really good. I don't know what happened, but it used to be good.
So I guess what I'm trying to get out of this is fans are getting frustrated because the way games go this season, where the Hawks will get blown out like 5-1 against Florida. They talk about how bad this team is, how something's got to change. You know, I still see GM change. I still see coaching changes again. Like
GM change. That's ridiculous.
This team is the problem is this team outperformed and we've said this multiple times. They outperformed what their expectations were going into the season. Like they've already outperformed what I was expecting for this team. I thought it was still going to be a struggle. I thought they were going to maybe do this a little bit deeper in the season. They were going to go on a little run, kind of like they did last year. But they played very well up until Bedard's injury. And they're playing very well in the last, what are they over the last 10? They are,
I think they have a winning
record. They're 4-5-1, but I mean, they have they go on good runs where it's 2 good games in a row, then they have a bad one. And
I think since the beginning of January, they've been a pretty good team. They had struggled really hard once Bedard and Nazar went down, and then they figured it out and they went on a little bit of a streak, and then it's a little up and down right now, but still better.
Yeah, January, they started out 4-0 in January. Then they lost to the Capitals, then they won, then they lost 3, then they won 2, then they lost 2. It's they're very streaky, but not in we're losing 5, we're winning 5. It's here's 3, here's 2, here's 2, here's 3. It's just that very minimal where they just cancel out whatever they're doing. If that makes sense.
Yes. Actually, does Calgary have the best penalty? No. Oh, sorry. This is in January. I was trying to see how many. I was actually just trying to check and see if the Hawks had more shorthanded goals for this month than they had given up power play goals, and it's literally just 2-1. So they've given up 2 goals and they've scored 1. I was like, damn, it would almost be impressive if we had more goals for than fucking goals against.
Yeah. So yeah. So like the proof's in the pudding. The stats are there. The team is improving. Like you just got to be patient and it's going to come. And I think one more year of not making big changes, I think that's going to be interesting. 2 off seasons from now, or not this upcoming off season, the following is going to be interesting.
I think it's really, if you go a season without growth is when you need to make a big change.
Yes.
So far we've been growing and growing. We've seen a big jump in growth this year. And so now the goal next year, if honestly, let's say we hit our projected 80 points, the goal next year is 80 points, or it's going to be 82 at least, right? So like you want to grow, maybe let's, for whatever sake, say 86. Like, okay, like we get a few more. If we don't hit 80, then it's like, okay, what caused this slump? Like, let's make a change. Let's make sure that we grow to the growth that we should have had. Like if you start to stagnate, that's when like you get fucked.
Yeah.
But
basically everybody calm the fuck down.
Oh, always.
I mean, we're seeing what we have within our system, and like we've talked about the free agency class coming up this year. There's no one worth going and changing everything to go get this player, like
right.
That's why I think that the following offseason is going to be interesting, because there are a lot of guys coming up that I truly think if some things don't change between now and trade deadline the following year, I think a lot of big names are hitting the market. I don't think guys are going to be signing deals as early as they have been the past 2 seasons. I think you see, and then I'm not saying this is a guy that's going to get to go to the Hawks, but I'm just saying I think you see a Connor McDavid at least test free agency.
Ooh, that'd be just fun to see.
Like I think there's going to get to a point where a lot of these guys, unless especially McDavid, like he's going to have to really question, is he going to win? Is Edmonton really the place that he's going to win?
No.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's a nice little thing there. The last thing I want to talk about before we do a farm report is TSN did I don't know if it was like just on their website or what, or if it was like on like one of their shows or something, but they did a face of the franchise where and again, I was trying to look in to see who the panel, but they had a panel vote for all teams who the face of that franchise is. And the Hawks is very interesting. And so Jonathan Taves was voted the face of the franchise. He had 25% of the vote. Brett Hall, Mikita, 20.8% of the votes. Glenn Hall, Chelios, and Roenick had 4% each. Now, the only thing I could possibly think of for why Kane wasn't voted, and it's why I was curious to see who the people were voted.
Yeah,
was Kane's off ice shit earlier on in his career. That's the only thing that I could think of that somebody would have possibly voted against him.
You don't think that because it was TSN, him being American could have been part of it?
Didn't even think about that.
That's I was thinking immediately.
I think that was I didn't even see. I'm not a person that thinks that there is, I don't know, racism in countries between countries, but anything. But like that was the only thing I could think of, and it's like It's not like Taves is the wrong answer.
No. It was actually interesting that like the Hawks having 7 was them. They were tied with like Toronto for having the most like players get votes.
Yeah.
And it was just like teams like Washington. It was 100% of the votes went for Alex Ovechkin.
Right.
Like, nobody's going to give Olaf Kolzig or Peter Bondra their flowers. Like, come on.
Noted 500 goal scorer for the Chicago Blackhawks, Peter Bondra. Come on,
Nicholas Backstrom.
Oh, he didn't get a vote for the Blackhawks.
Mike Green. Like, what? Come on.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting to see, and I would really be curious to see who the actual panel was. Maybe I'm just my research isn't like thorough enough, and there is somewhere that shows it. But yeah, I thought that was a very interesting thing there.
Yeah. Is there any names that you surprised or are surprised that weren't possibly on there
for the Hawks?
Yeah. Oh, Tony Money. You got like a smirk, like, oh,
come on.
I was thinking, like, I don't know. I could have seen, like, maybe like a vote for Keith
Belfour, a vote,
Belfour, or like Esposito, maybe. But I think those all make sense. I think that maybe, voting for a Roenick and like a Glenn Hall, those are just taking votes away from a guy like Patrick Kane. That's all it was. They're just diluting the player pool. And
I'd be curious to see
votes away from other guys.
I'll be curious to see when they did this vote too, because it was the Glenn Hall a recency thing because he just passed. So maybe like he was in like the mind of people. Like honestly, I'm surprised. The thing I'm biggest surprised about, and it's not a shot at him at all because I love him. He's friend of the program. I'm surprised Roenick did get as much 4% of the vote. Like that to me actually was very surprising.
Especially since he spent a decent amount of time away from the Hawks too.
Yeah.
Well, same with like Chelios. Chelios spent.
He played more time in Detroit than he did in Chicago.
Did he really? I honestly don't know what. Like,
yeah, he ended up playing more games for the Red Wings.
That makes sense because he was there from when he was like 30 to like 56. I don't know.
So when we went to that Hawks game that they gave out the Chelios bobblehead,
yeah,
there was a guy like sitting behind us that was a Red Wings fan, and he's like pulling out the bobblehead. He's like, "You play more games with us. I don't know why it's not a Red Wing jersey."
That's hilarious.
I'm like, that's amazing. I'm like, I wanted to turn around and give the guy a high five because I was like, that was good.
Take it home. He's gonna take it home and just paint a Red Wings jersey on it.
He had more success with Montreal and in Detroit than he did in Chicago. Yeah, he won Norris's in Detroit and Chicago, but he won Stanley Cups with Montreal and Detroit. Not saying he should have got votes for Montreal or anything because he definitely didn't spend enough time out there, but
didn't he play for Atlanta?
Yeah. So I think he votes for Winnipeg.
Dude, that was the other thing too. LA on that list. They voted Gretzky, which is crazy to me because he didn't have like any success in LA.
Yeah, Kopitar would have been my pick.
Absolutely. Kopitar or Drew Doughty. Actually, for me, I would have gone Jonathan Quick.
It probably would have been
those three.
And the other one, even Dustin Brown, I think, would have got votes. I'm not saying he would have won. I think he should have been voted. I don't know if he had votes or not because I didn't look at it. Other team breakdown, but
no, he didn't.
Those Cup era guys.
It was no Quick actually. Quick got 0 votes.
That's obscene to me.
Kopitar and Doughty got votes. Like Luke Robitaille got votes. There might have been one other one that I can't think of. But still, very surprised that like Gretzky got that. And then, yeah, the other one that we were talking about before, Luongo as Florida. But to me, it would have made more sense for him to be getting votes in Vancouver. But
no, yeah, getting votes in Vancouver, yeah.
Like Florida to me makes like Barkov makes more sense because he's already like the fucking team leader in points, like franchise leader in points. He's won the Selke like twice, hasn't he?
Think so.
He's like he's easily their most successful player in franchise history.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any that really stood out. On top of that, Pecorine is another one we kind of talked about.
That one makes sense to me though. He
Yeah.
was a huge mainstay there for a long time.
Mike Bossy and the Islanders, like, dude, he was so fucking good. Jordan Eberle is the Seattle. That's, to me, it's just the fact that like Seattle and Utah.
Well, Utah is just 100% Shane Doan, even though Shane Doan's stats don't carry into Utah. That is strictly still an Arizona thing.
Yeah, I mean, even and then I got Vancouver's the Sedin Twins.
Yeah, just get a package.
Yeah, that one I would actually throw a fit about that. Now that you point that out, that is actually really annoying about Utah.
Yeah, because it would be Clayton Keller. That's what I would think.
Oh, 100%. 100% Keller. But yeah, I don't know. That's those are cool. I like that idea though. That's a cool little list to throw together.
Yeah, we'll do our own American faces of the franchise. Every team.
We definitely got we got some time to kill during the Olympic break. We should definitely come up with something to do.
We'll do American stuff.
Yeah, just all America. America. But
Really
all right,
fun.
let's do a quick farm report and let's
The
call
farm
it a day.
report. I just wanted to do the different farm report where we just talk about the rankings that
That's fine. It's still a farm report. We're talking about prospects.
Yeah. So what did you say Saravelli before the game?
Yeah,
Did
pregame.
a top 10 ranking of the Blackhawks prospects.
Correct.
Did he mention like the qualifications for like his ranking at all?
I honestly, Colleen was doing work, like vacuuming and shit around the house, so I didn't hear the TV. I just saw like on the screen. I was like, I'm gonna take a picture of this, and then they did like the top it's 6 through 10, and then 1 through 5. So I didn't actually hear him explain it. So take all this with a grain of salt.
Yeah. So I'll just start at 10. So for Saravelli,
I'll just explain what we're doing real quick.
I just want to see. Yeah. Explain it.
Well, are you doing both of them, or are you just doing one?
I was gonna tell you Saravalli's.
Okay,
just to get that out there, and then I was gonna tell you Ben Pope's.
So basically, recently
we kind of really agree.
Yeah. So recently, Ben Pope released his like list of like top Blackhawk prospects.
18,
but we're only gonna do 10.
Oh,
it's top 10.
Oh.
And then Frank Cervelli today at pregame did his top 10. So Tanner wanted to say, hey, let's see what their 10s are, their list are, and where we agree or disagree.
Yes.
Take it away.
So I'll just do Saravelli's first. I don't really want to flip back and forth. Oh, Kaner ties Madonna, by the way.
Oh shit, good for him.
Okay. Sorry.
America
out there. That's right. So Saravalli, number 10, he's got Mason West. At number 9, he's got AJ Spellacy, because he's actually ranking our football prospects. That's why he's got those two.
Guys that the Bears can use more than the Hawks.
Exactly. At number 8, he's got Merrick Vanacker. At number 7, he's got Nick Lardis. 6 is Kevin Korchinski. 5 is Vaslav Nestrashil. 4 is Sasha Voiver. 3, we got Roman Kanserov. 2 is Sam Renzel. And number 1, Anton Frondel. Again, I don't know how he's qualifying these prospects, because Oliver Moore's not on the list.
Yeah.
Which I find interesting. Where it's like, oh, like Moore has been on the NHL roster, but like Lardis has as well. And actually thinking about that too, Korchinski's played more NHL games than both of them. And he's on the list, but Moore isn't. So I don't know if he just like decided to not include Oliver Moore, but
I wonder if it
Oliver
was
Moore
guys.
is easily top 10.
I wonder if it was guys not on the roster right now.
That would make the most sense.
That's the only. Yeah, that's the only thing I can like justify what he's saying.
Okay, because for Ben Pope, at the time of writing, which I'm not sure when he actually wrote this, it came out on the 24th. So this is 3 days ago. I think this is before Lardis was actually sent back down.
Yes, he was sent down on Monday, the 26th.
Okay. Because on the article it says Levshinov, Moore, Lardis, Green, and Doc are all graduated to NHL players. That's why they're not going to be on the list. So for him, at number 10, he actually has EDM, Ethan Del Mastro. And then number 9 is AJ Spellacy. So, hey, they linked up there. Number 8, Kevin Korchinski. Number 7, he's got Drew Comesso, which I'm assuming that Cervelli was not including goalies.
Yeah.
He was just doing players or whatever.
Yeah, I wish I knew how he did it.
Yeah. 6, he's got Vaslav Nestrashil. 5 is Sasha Boisvert. Number 4, he's got Merrick Vanacker. 3, Sam Renzel. 2, Roman Kantsarov. And number 1, Anton Frondel. Yes. So, who do you think's got the better list?
I don't think either, really. Because it's like it's all over the place. Because it's like Ben Pope's got guys that have played NHL. I mean, it's got a bunch of guys that have already played NHL. Cervelli's got 2 guys that played NHL, and then 3 guys that played NHL. It's like I almost feel like if you're gonna make these lists, it's got to be no NHL experience.
Yeah,
or like a game or 2. You know, like Sam Renzel, I guess would still count as a prospect because he really hasn't played that many games.
Right.
How many games did Lardis play before he got sent down?
Oh, let's see. He played 21.
21. Okay. That I would say 25 or lower, you're still a prospect.
Yeah, 25 is what qualifies you for playing. If he plays less than 25 games, then next year he's still qualifies for the Calder.
So there you go. That should be your guideline. So Korchinski, I feel like shouldn't be on these lists.
No, that's right, because he's played almost 100 games, or he's played 100 games, or something like that.
Yeah. Cervelli, I don't agree with West being top 10. Like, I think he's going to be good, but I think compared to like some of the other guys, like I just don't know if there's enough to justify a top 10 for him just yet.
You wait.
Well, no, and I'm saying
number 1.
I don't think he's gonna get that high, but I think he will get to that point. I think right now, considering his late start to the season because of focusing on football,
yeah,
and then jumping in, and like you were saying, like guys like Pridham and stuff like that, like
Nathan Bem,
like those guys, I think should get more consideration than Mason West right now. And that's, again, not a shot at Mason West at all. I love that what I've seen from him, I love. And I think he is going to be a top prospect for us. I just think, like I said, it's just sample size right now for me.
Yeah. Plus, you know who's missing? Gavin McKenna. They each forgot to put him on the list. That's all right. We all make mistakes.
I love the confidence.
That's right.
What do you agree, or what's your?
Obviously Frondel won. I like that they have Kantsarov, 2 and 3,
top 3s,
and then Renzel, also being right there. It's just the top 3 is solid. I think it's funny that like Ben Pope's got Van Acker at 4, and he's got, or what is it? Cervelli's got him at 8. But he's also got Lardis. Yeah, it's just like whatever. I don't know. The top 3 is great. That's all I care about.
Yeah. So, all right, episode 351. What do you want to call it?
Boy, oh boy. What are we calling it? What did we even talk about? I don't remember anything we talked about. Oh, fucking Oliver Moore got his ass kicked.
How about we are good?
Sounds kind of dumb.
At least I'm trying.
I mean, Blackhawks prospect rankings. We're doing that.
We got that. We got the projections. We got.
What did you call our record this weekend? A gentleman's record or something?
A gentleman's 1-1-1.
Yeah, something like that.
Come on, Tanner, you're killing me.
I know. I forgot. I always forget.
It kills me. Like 351 episodes. Granted, you've only been on like 345
of them.
5 of them, but still, you think you would have this down by now.
You would think, but you know what? Some of us don't. So, what was notable? Shootouts. I just keep thinking about like Oliver Moore, like happy birthday, bud. Happy birthday to the ground. That's the fucking funniest shit.
I'm like not letting up until you come up with something.
All right, well, catch us next time on dude, my brain is fried. Let's just call it a decent weekend.
That was so goddamn hard, huh?
I was trying to come up with something good, but that's it. That's all I got.
All right, make sure to follow us on your favorite podcast feeds, Apple Podcasts and Spotify, the big two. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, social media at WCB Podcast, and we will see you on the next one.
All right, later, boys. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the WCB Podcast. Be sure to subscribe wherever you heard this podcast. To connect with Jarom and Tanner, check out the boys at WCB Podcast on all social media. We'll see you next time.